I've been wanting to redo these black closet doors in my daughter's room for months. So I searched and searched for ideas and then came across this and I said, it's perfect. I started by sanding down all 4 doors and then put the first coat of paint on. Now, truthfully, I thought this would be more of a sage green versus a mint green. So after 1 coat, I said, yeah, we need to go back to Home Depot and get a different color. But hey, it just acted as a good primer. Once that was dry, I did a coat of Cottage Hill by Behr and it was exactly what I was going for. Now, my daughter has a bunch of scalloping in her room, so I wanted that incorporated with her doors. So instead of hand cutting a bunch, I found these on Amazon and they worked perfectly. We painted those the same color as her walls, and the mauve and sage is just mwah. We used the scalloping as our guide to measure out the rectangle we'd be cutting with the jigsaw, and after my husband showed me how to use it, I said, step aside, honey, it's my turn. After that, we bought 2 rattan rolls off of Amazon, and personally, we have never worked with rattan before, and we learned that you have to soak them in warm water first to unravel them, and then we took them outside, stapled on the doors, and cut into our rectangle shape. Once that was all secure, we did a thin line of wood glue to help attach our scalloping before nail gutting it in place. It was a bit tricky figuring out how to line the corners up for the scalloping, but we ended up cutting out little divots so it would flow. Then it was time to spray paint the silver hardware gold to match the rest of the room. As I am the world's biggest perfectionist, I went back in with wood filler to fill any holes and crevices and give it all a final coat of paint before we hung it up in her room. Now, she was squealing with joy, and I think the entire project turned out absolutely perfect. And now we have a new hiding spot for hide and go seek, so very excited about that.